Boom, welcome, Maté talk time. Good to be before you all, and look who's back. She's back. This is my Maté holder that I got in Sicily. So this is, and actually it was from the same designers that do all the work for Dolce & Gabbana. So that's the ceramics. She's gorgeous, yeah? Look at her, she is gorgeous. She lost an earring, but that's all right, we still love her, okay. Let's begin. Really awesome Maté talk. I've got a few things on the boil today. I have this sweetheart right here, unboxing, about to happen any second now. All right, but first, announcements. At the end of this episode, we'll talk about a question that I get constantly asked is, where is Kevin? Kevin from OLIGARCH, for those people who have been following, I guess, our adventures together. So where's Kevin? Then there's the OLIGARCH meetup that's happening this Saturday, but I'll tell you more. And then finally, LAMAR NOIR, the giveaway. You can win this. You, yes, you. Actually, the giveaway, the promo has been really good, so it's pretty exciting. But first, boom, check it out. So I've had a lot of comments come through. Will I be getting Risvelium? Yes, this is a blind buy, by the way. It's still in the packaging. Actually, I'll talk to you as I unwrap. It was always going to be part of the collection. I mean, I've got the full Orto Parisi, so as if this was never going to be part of it. The problem with Australia, although we're getting better, is that it takes a little bit longer for things to arrive here. There's a beautiful retailer here called NOIR, and actually for those who are local, Men's Biz is what they used to be known. NOIR is the new name of the business. They have an incredible showroom, so locals, if you want to test out Risvelium or any of the Orto Parisi, go check out the showroom there, a big recommendation. Actually, on that, they've also got, and I'm going to talk about it today, they've also got the full ZOOLOGIST, but this is, anyway, back to that later. So, boom, oof, check it, check it. I love that. So I've purposely stayed away from looking at any and listening to any reviews when it comes to this fragrance. All I know is that it has 7 different eyes. And this one here, can you see that? It has this very, it's such a cool concept. I did try to find out what does Risvelium mean, and I don't know. So other than it's I mean, I guess the eye, it's the journey into the soul. I'll do some more exploring. The other reason why I haven't sort of done a lot of investigating is because I don't want to smell this. Here it is. Here we go. It's obvious it's going to be a little bit intense. It's obvious it's going to be a little bit intense, but is this an Orto Parisi? What? Okay, so for starters, in looking, I'm going to let it dry down just a tad there, and I'll tell you what I'm getting on the opening, because I'm actually like, oh, this is very pleasing. This is actually accessible. Normally the Orto Parisi come out of the gate a little bit on the sort of like making a statement. So yeah, to me it looked like, when I first saw the bottle, it looked a little bit like Seminalis. It has that very sort of clear, opaque looking, kind of pee-pee looking water or a juice, but nothing like Seminalis. So Seminalis being creamy and rich and not gourmand, but you know, luxurious, and there's a sort of a milky vibe to it. Okay, blind buy, but I would buy this, no problems at all. So and forget Orto Parisi, so put that aside. In smelling this, I get a sharp grapefruit. So grapefruit right now, that citrus note has, I think it's like it's a popular note for a lot of perfumers. Recently, actually, if you missed out the gritti episode that I did with Kevin, we talked about Pomelo Assoluto. I mean, that has a beautiful, sharp, grapefruit-ish sort of citrus, but a bit more on the minty green side. Whereas here, I'm getting sharp grapefruit, but more on the green side, more of a herbal sort of, no minty, no sort of sunshine vibrance. It's definitely, I guess, but it is a beautiful, sharp grapefruit. But I'm not getting any of the animalics. that I'm expecting. So normally you'll take Vitader, for instance. On that opening, it is very aromatic and wood-like, but already, even on that opening, you're getting some of that darkness, of that sort of that more heavier Orto Parisi. This is still pretty good. It's been what, 5 minutes in, or 3 minutes in, and it's still very, very pleasant. I feel like it might be a little bit more masculine leaning, so any ladies, if you're thinking about Risvelium, for the moment, it's still a bit on the heavier, sort of more masculine side. That grapefruit is quite vibrant, but I am getting some green notes coming through. This is, if I didn't know it was an Orto Parisi, I would be like, oh yeah, this is a really nice, sort of vibrant fragrance. I'll see where it goes, because the one thing that I do love about all things Orto Parisi is the journey and the how it moves and how it evolves. So I'm going to keep moving and see, probably about 20 minutes in, where do we land on this guy so far, But so far, for me, if you want to, I don't like the thought of blind buying, but if you like nice, strong, masculine fragrances, nothing, so yes, it has a grapefruit, so you may think Elysium or that style, nothing like that. So it's a much, not harsher, but a much stronger grapefruit note that's coming through. It does have that greenness coming through also. But I like it. So already, boom, this would be an easy one to go into. Now, what I'm gonna do today is I'm doing testing. So today I thought I'm gonna put some new things on your radar. I think this is now for me crossing over. So I've been testing these for a while. I do like them. I am gonna buy the bottles. So I wanna put it on your radar. The first one is, and I mentioned to you that doing connections or doing work with NOIR, new branding, the new showroom. Well, we're in conversation, so I really want to do some filming in the showroom. The gentleman is Liam, super knowledgeable. Here's his handle. If you like anything to do with perfumes and things of that nature. Actually, for me, he's a little bit like Luca Turin. So for those who might know Luca, he has that same kind of vibe about him. So anyway, we used to have Zoologist here in Australia through a retailer. That retailer, things didn't go well and they're no longer around. We lost Zoologist, and then it's back now. NOIR actually has the full collection. So Aussies, you can actually order online, or you can go to the showroom. I would recommend the showroom. The showroom is actually quite impressive. All the fragrances there, you can test it out. So Harvest Mouse is the one that I'm testing. And the reason why also Harvest Mouse is because I love all things Luca Maffei. Luca Maffei is the creator behind this. Normally, the other zoologists that I have experienced are very intense. I mean, they definitely tell a story. Similar to an Orto Parisi, they tell some kind of journey. They take you on a journey. This Harvest Mouse already is giving me, and if you look at the image on the front, super cute little mouse in this sort of vest and bow tie. You know, he looks very dapper. It gives you the impression that it's going to be something a little bit softer, a little bit more pleasing and pleasant, and that is exactly what you're experiencing. So I spread it earlier. Having said that, though, Risvelium is like, I'm the only one here, baby, because let me spray again, because all I'm smelling is the grapefruit green. Although I'm getting something else, but something else is coming through on this Risvelium. So let me give you another spray of the Harvest Mouse. This is really good. So as I said, I'm going across to a bottle. This is a really, really good fragrance, and I don't think I'm going to surprise anybody by saying that. I do believe that Harvest Mouse has been a really big hitter for the zoologists. So what I love about this fragrance, again, journey-wise, it starts off very pleasant, hay, earthy, warm-like. So the way that I defined it was, warm caramel hay-like. It's all the things I just said. So I know that it does have sort of in some, as I've been smelling, I'm like, what exactly am I experiencing here? It has a chamomile, and I do love. I've discovered that there are fragrances with that chamomile note on that opening. Give it this tea-like quality, but give it a slight floral with a warmness to the actual scent profile. There's also orange blossom, and when the moment that I discovered Orange Blossom, and on that spray again, it does have this beautiful warm, sun-warmed floral. So I have some beautiful orange trees in my garden, and during the blossoming or the orange blossom, I love burying my nose in that scent profile because it has a mixture of a solar, so you can picture sunlight. It's warm, it's slightly fruity, and a tinge of that orange, but this sweet white floral element to it. It's very nectar-like. It's very. It's just a beautiful scent profile. If you have an orange tree or, close by, just stop and smell that beautiful orange blossom. It's divine. It's pure magic. And this, on that opening, has that warmth of the chamomile, the floral, the earthy, the hay-like, the caramel nature of it. I think I said caramel twice then. As it dries down, what's interesting is it goes a bit sour. So it stays within this caramel, hay-like sort of place, but it does go a little bit sour. And again, upon investigation, I found out that there is a CO2 beer extract. Sometimes when I read these sort of notes, I think to myself, maybe these are fantasy notes that are being created by the perfumer. But the fact that it's a CO2 extraction, this tells me that they actually went to the trouble of extracting beer, the molecule, now from that beer. So now, what is CO2? You have, if you saw my fruit video that I did, or episode that I did, I talked about steam distillation and how that works, and how the actual oils and the molecules are extracted from the plant. The difference with CO2 is that it uses carbon dioxide, and what it does is, and look, and I'm not a chemist, so I'm not going to get too technical here, other than, and I've asked the question of a few perfumers, what it does, it creates a very realistic scent profile. So if you want a very natural smelling, like a true to life, then you do a CO2 extraction. The problem with that is it's super expensive. I also know that the more people use CO2 extraction, the cheaper it'll become. But for now, it's a very expensive process. So the fact that they actually ripped out these molecules from beer, and what I get from the beer is that you've drunk it, the glass is empty, and then if you were to smell that empty glass, you get that slight sour, ambery tones, or that the hops that from the brew, and that's what you're getting here, intermingled with this caramel hay-like quality to it. It's always pleasant. So where it starts off very warm and comforting, it does dry down to a more of a wheat hay-like quality to the fragrance with a caramel tinge. It's super sexy. It's a really, so this would be a great, so right now we're here in Melbourne, we're coming into autumn. Perfect, today, the weather, this fragrance is rock and roll. This is on point when it comes to this type of weather. It's something that you would wear in like a spring for Northern Hemisphere. What language are you speaking? Northern Hemisphere. It would be a beautiful spring evening fragrance, I think. I wouldn't wear this in summer, definitely all through autumn here in Australia, but I wouldn't wear it for winter. I think as a winter fragrance, it might be a little bit, won't have enough sort of presence. I've got one on me today that will be perfect for winter. Anyway, Harvest Mouse, big recommendation. One that will be joining the collection in the office, one that I've really enjoyed using the actual tester. Now, the other one that I would like to recommend, another perfumer that I love, which is Julien Rasquinet, and it's now for FRAPIN. And this is the brand new one they've released called 6 Hours to Rio. I try to find out what is this, what's it referencing? And my picture is that I'm on a plane. So what's the distance between, what's the, where did you have to leave to be 6 hours from Rio? And it's Paris. This is what I discovered. So for me, I'm like, yep, I'm all in for Paris. So this is a very charismatic fragrance. And what I mean by that, so I did a video I was in Paris, I was at the Ex Nihilo boutique, and the woman there, and I remember this because there was a beautiful vetiver fragrance, and she said to me, "This is a very charismatic perfume." And I thought, in smelling this, I thought her name was Pauline. I watched the video recently, so I know it. Hannah, actually, there was a question. Let me show you this before I go any further. Have a look at this. So you know this. This is the setup. And come around the corner, this is Grace. She's not editing the Maté talk because I'm filming it right now, but she's working on something else. And now who's this? This is Hannah. And it was Hannah who created the video for Paris. Did an awesome job. This is why I was revisiting it just to see some elements on that. And if we swing the camera a little bit more, who's this guy? So the earlier question that I asked, where is Kevin? I'll share more in just a minute. Anyway, so back to this, a very charismatic fragrance, meaning that it has these beautiful aromatic features to the fragrance on that opening. Things like, so I think of something like Gentle Fluidity Silver, also very, very vibrant, aromatic, very inviting kind of fragrance. The difference with 6 Hours to Rio is, again, for us, we're coming into winter, and this is a fragrance that I could comfortably wear in cooler weather. I've been wearing it on autumny, sort of, kind of, not miserable days, but, sort of mild days, and it's been performing beautifully. But I can also see this as a gorgeous fragrance for a spring and into summer, so Northern Hemisphere. And I think it's that balance between, is it Brazil and Paris? Are they both on Northern? It probably is. Anyway, the opening of this has a sharp, sort of aromatic and very inviting ginger, and you can sense this. Inviting gingers, beautiful citrus. I found out it's a mandarin, and then this cardamom, but it's a green cardamom. Wherein sometimes cardamoms can be a little bit warm. Think of something like Starlight has a warmth to it. Here, on the other hand, it's more green, vibrant, energetic, alive. And then when it dries down, you're getting this woody vetiver touch to it. The green cardamom is definitely there. In the heart, there's also a rose, and you can detect this rose-like quality, but again, everything's on this green, vibrant, sort of happiness and sunshine. It's an uplift. Gorgeous. Really, really impressive. So new release, 6 Hours to Rio, a big recommendation. FRAPIN, you've heard me, I've done a variety of episodes on the FRAPINs. I'm a big fan of the house. I recently, looking at, so when you post a story, you can see who's watching these stories. And I came across, so I'm gonna nerd out a little bit here. And I came across a thumbnail thing, and it was David Frossard, and I'm like, so for me, it's like if you're scrolling through and you see, I don't know, Brad Pitt, and you're like, Brad Pitt, and he's looking at my stuff. So David Frossard for me is, he's one of the heroes within perfumery. He's the man that saw potential in FRAPIN years and years ago. He's also, I call him a perfume whisperer. He's helped brands like Memo and Byredo and Juliet Has a Gun. And now he's established his own brand, which is Obvious. So he's obviously doing work for FRAPIN, but also with Obvious. Anyway, he's looking at my content. Anyway, I geeked out a little bit, sorry, just a footnote. 6 Hours to Rio, big recommendation. It's a one that will definitely be in the collection, and I'll talk a little bit more about it because it will be perfect, again, as a fragrance that will work well in cooler weather and also in summer, Northern Hemisphere. So it's something that I'll make sure to get. Boom. All right, let's go back to Risvelium. I'm still getting the herb. Okay, so it's come off the grapefruit. I'm not getting that sort of, not aggressive, but that really sharp sort of grapefruit note. I'm definitely getting a lot more of the herbals, but what kind of herbs? The herbs, this green herbal piece is really coming forward. It's actually super appealing, actually. It's funny because my brain is, and I don't want to do it, but my brain's trying to grab, is it a rosemary, is it thyme, is it, what kind of herb are we talking about here? But if anything, it's almost like not cut grass, but that fresh grass, not hay-like, that vibrant grassy smell that you get when you mow the lawn, that mixture of earth and greenness of the actual vegetation. The grapefruits really come back, although I can just detect it in the background. So far, everybody, so far, this is pretty good. I wanted to get a blue eye. Supposedly the blue eyes are kind of unique, but anyway, this is the guy. All right, so boom, let me move on. All right, now let me move on to going back, where is Kevin? So I showed you the video. So, and what is Kevin doing is the question. Let me do what is Kevin doing first, and then we've got a bit of a surprise. So this is a new brand called SOKO, and 3 fragrances have been released. Boom, I've been testing also. But I thought, rather than me talking about it, who is this? What is this? Hey, bro. Yeah. Do you want to come and talk about, I heard about this brand called SOKO. Do you know anything about it? Can you hear him? Sound effects and all? Boom, 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 boom.
Hey! Where have I been?
Where's Kevin been?
Oh my goodness.
All right, so here's my mic. So we're going to share this mic.
Okay.
So let me preempt. Let me preempt something. So Kevin left Oligarch. Kevin left Oligarch. It was part of his master plan. It's been part of the grand scope of the various different projects that this man's been working on, and then also what we've been working on. But I'll cover that in just a second. How long have you been doing this for, bro?
SOKO probably about 9 to 10 months. Enough to cook a baby, like right in the oven, and then beep, boop, time to go.
So we've got 3 fragrances here. I'm actually wearing one. I'll talk about the one that I'm wearing in just a minute. Yeah. How do you want to do it? This is his. So just this is Kevin's brand. So in this one here, I'm not connected to Kevin. This has been his vision, and so I've.
If you jump on our website, you can kind of see the aesthetic, the kind of style. My inspiration came from having the TikTok. And just in the last year and a half, seeing a new wave of just young people get into perfumes, which has been awesome. You guys know I've been at the Oligarch store for close to about 7 years. And it's always been people a bit older who've been collecting for years and years already. They've got some of the vintage stuff. And then in the last year and a half, 2 years, because of the TikTok, the YouTube, all that, there's been 14-year-olds come in the store. You've come in when there's like high school boys in there. And it gave me like this light bulb idea to be like, I think I want to create actually a brand for the masses.
Yeah.
More than just a really ultra niche kind of indie style brand. Yeah. So these scents are very mass appealing. I really wanted people to love it. I'm very proud of them.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome. So in my categories that I do, this would be like a new recruit or new recruit or semi-pro.
That's right. Yeah.
These are comfortably new recruit semi-pros.
With the 3 scents, there's probably 1 or 2 that are much more new recruit that everybody will love. Yeah. And then there's, I would say, the one that you're wearing. Yeah. Called Plum and Fire. That would be the next level up. Yeah.
Because as I was testing, I'm like, ooh, this one here. Yeah. So okay. Let's go through them. So today I'm wearing Plum and Fire.
Plum on Fire.
Plum on Fire.
Plum on Fire. Yeah.
Sorry. I've got the creator here. So I do this right. I've got it on me.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got it on me.
Yeah, I was smelling it before. Yeah. The inspiration really actually being more so the focus being the on fire bit.
Right.
So it's a dry plum, but it's not kind of the juicy plums that you'll pick up in a lot of more popular perfumes now.
Correct.
It's actually very smoky, ashy, a lot of pink pepper, saffron, like cumin, bunch of spices, all wrapped around incense. And the plum is quite dark. Yeah.
All right, so what I'm getting.
Please.
So I get that plum, and what Kevin is saying, it's definitely not juicy. So it is a darker plum. But it's not, sometimes plum can be a little bit on the boozy side. I don't get the booziness. So I don't get that heavy booziness from it.
Probably
but I
a
do,
bit on paper,
right.
and then not so much on skin.
No. And then on skin, I'm getting quite a bit of the spices. So I do get the warm, woody spices. So, and I don't know what they are, whether it's cinnamon, but it's definitely wood-like and it's definitely warm. There's a warmth to it.
And quite dry.
Very dry.
Smoky and dry. It's quite a dry perfume. It would be the one that I wanted to make more for our niche crowd out of the three. So people that are just getting into it, looking for something super mass appealing. This is probably more of your going out in the evening.
Correct.
We're having our winter in Australia.
Yep.
So
perfect for the day like today.
Yeah.
It wears really nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an awesome fragrance. All right. So the next one, let's talk about the vanilla one.
Okay. The vanilla one, it's funny, you just gave me some of your comments early on and
Off camera.
Off camera, yeah.
This one, hate it. This one. I wouldn't do that.
And you were saying that the vanilla is not so much your style, it goes a little bit more feminine.
It does.
Yeah. Which is great because the team that I have, the girls that I have in the team, I actually wanted to create a perfume for them.
Yeah.
And their community. And this perfume here is not so much I would not call this a dessert gourmand vanilla.
Nope.
It
because this one is called Vanilla Venom.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was like a very, just a dangerous vanilla, like really sort of aphrodisiac, but it's not that at all.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that.
When you think of the name, maybe you think of like it'll be dark coffee with the vanilla, kind of like bring you in, a bit sexy. This one here, for me, is very sexy, but done in a very different way.
Yes.
For me, this is a much more, the term the young kids use now is old money vibes.
Ooh, okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
old money vibes,
definitely.
Clean, classy.
Yep.
It's a vanilla sandalwood. A little bit of a soft kind of smoky suede in the base there.
Yep.
But the sandalwood is quite present.
Yep.
And you know this, and many of the other semi-pros and above would know this, but really nice sandalwood perfumes, you'll be able to pick up a nice kind of, almost a vanilla-like, coconut kind of like layer to it.
Right.
And which is what you get on this.
Yeah. I was saying to Kevin earlier that it is a little bit more, for me, a little bit more feminine leaning. There does seem to have like a lipstick touch to it, or a mimosa, or...
Ylang ylang.
Oh, ylang ylang, there you go. So it does have, it's definitely a lot more beautiful feminine energy to this one here. And the vanilla, I don't feel like is over the top. So it's not like gourmand and...
Yeah. It's started the show without being the only note there.
Correct.
It's not the only note there.
Yeah, correct.
Because when I smell it, particularly on women, I love the floral components.
Yeah, right.
Ylang ylang and somewhat a very soft jasmine tone.
Yep.
Yep.
I would say boys, boys, plum on
fire.
Plum on fire.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to get fired. Plum on fire. Boys, plum on fire, definitely. And I would say the girls would be the vanilla.
Unless you're
vanilla
a guy who loves vanilla, which there's a lot of young guys who come in for free stuff vanillas.
Sure.
Which brings me to
okay,
our bestseller.
Well, I was going to say, now this one here is, as soon as I smelled it, I'm like, yeah, everybody loves this one.
Yeah.
Everybody loves this one here.
This is the first perfume that I wanted to make.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
What's it called, Kevin?
This is called YUZU JUICEBOX.
Yeah, and the name is so, like, I don't know who came up with it, but it's like literally bullseye. Bump.
I came up with it.
My man. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's good.
This is good.
If you go on our social media on SOKO, you'll see videos of people doing reactions. All the big reactions are always this perfume. It's always this.
This is sharp, and it's fun, and it's vibrant. This is like one of those where everything is in black and white, and boom, and colors just explode.
On our website, the girls wanted to use the term neon citrus.
Okay, right.
Because it lights up.
It does.
All around you.
Yeah. I get a passion fruit note.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Although I wrote yuzu, which is the big zesty, citrusy opening there, the passion fruit is what gives it that sugary. And then yesterday when we were trying it, you were saying that you get this really bright sugary.
Happy. You know, and I can see the color yellow. I can just, it just explodes in yellow. Back. We got so caught up. I forgot that the camera stops by itself at a certain time. Anyway, yuzu, the color yellow,
Yes,
vibrant. What were you saying before?
The neon citrus. It's electric. Now, if you are fans of, so it's quite hard to smell unless you buy a discovery set, which actually we are completely sold out.
Oh, I was going to say
we're fully sold out.
We should promote the discovery set,
which is crazy. I mean, for those from the NFC family who've supported, I've seen some of the names pop up on the orders as well. Just a huge thank you.
That's nice.
It's in the first 5 days. It's been 8 days now that I launched it. The first 5 days, every single set is gone.
It's crazy.
Sold out, yeah. And the best seller that looks like there's probably going to sell out next, it's going to be the yuzu one.
Yeah.
If you like perfumes like, so we mentioned names like Herba Pura by Zerdroff.
Yep.
If you like God of Fire by Stefan Humbert Luca, those really tropical, zesty, bright perfumes. This is that kind of stuff.
Let me just add though, because for me, Herba Pura, I always think yes, it has the fruit, but then it has that musk down the this. I haven't put it on
Goes
skin.
with different.
Yeah. So God of Fire, I'm going to say that vibrance and that the juiciness of it, you know, I know you've launched now. So here's a tough question. You've launched now, but it's our winter. Is this available Northern Hemisphere?
No, not yet. On TikTok, Instagram, there's probably there's a...
I would fire him. I'm like, you're fired.
So far, Australia only. We're waiting to clear our paperwork for international shipping.
Right.
It looks like it'll be ready about the 20th of May.
Okay.
So about a month. This kind of stuff takes a bit of time.
Can they buy this though? Can they buy the discovery
When it's
set?
in stock, I think the set can be bought. It's just not the big bottle.
Yeah. And what is it, 50 or 100?
The bottle?
The big bottle.
Is a 50. It's
Okay.
a 50. So...
The bottle looks sexy, by the way.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.
I've only seen images, so just so you know, because Kevin is doing this with other partners, I didn't want to sort of like, you know, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? Sort of peek over.
And also, it wasn't something that I that I wanted to really heavily promote while I was still at the store.
Sure.
So now,
of course,
leaving, we can freely.
And this is why this is all again part of the master plan, you know. So this allows.
Yeah.
You know,
So this is one huge project that I've been working on outside. Now I've left the store.
Sure.
People wondering, what are you doing? Are you unemployed?
Actually, I've had a few people.
Yes, I am.
People ask me that. You're not employed.
No.
He's an entrepreneur now.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I'm personally I'm excited that this man is
Thank you.
doing your thing. I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
Huge things with the KM tour. That's the reason why did you show the video that I work here?
Yeah.
I rent a space in the back here. I sleep here now too.
Under the table. Yeah. Look. Well, there's that couch that's next to it.
Yeah.
So we are doing quite a bit of things for KM Tour. Now, the great news is that we have 2 spots left for which is super exciting, for our Italy tour. All right. This is a big deal. We've announced some new things on that Gritti episode that came out on Sunday.
Yeah.
We did announce that Gritti is part of the tour now also. There are some other surprises that we're keeping under our hat, all right? So there are some more things that we are sort of brewing in the background. And again, this is why I'm glad that Kevin is in the office. And
you guys could probably tell we're really ramping up a lot of the reviews that are going to be involved in the tour.
Right.
Week by week, we like to drip feed it. So you got to kind of keep watching.
Yep.
Follow the Instagram.
Yep.
Follow the KM Instagram too.
Yeah. Actually, KM
Yeah.
Tours.
Yes.
We've even planned out, we've mapped out up until 2027. So there's a number.
Crazy.
Yeah. So next year, we did talk about, and we've already sort of flagged this, that next year will be a 3-4 day tour.
Yes.
So we are planning something in that regards, but we've already got something planned for 2027.
I know it's early, but
Don't say it.
I would love for people to actually message your interest for this 3-4 day tour.
Okay, yeah.
We want to just start collecting some names and just starting to map it out and stuff like that. It'll help us map things out.
Because we are debating what's our number, like how many people do we have? We normally like small tours. So this upcoming tour in Italy, it's only 10 people. And we like to have it very intimate.
But then our one-day tour, we had 20.
Right.
And it was just awesome being able to meet everyone and spend a day.
Yep.
I think
There's a lot more energy.
Yep. Everybody loved it. Their only extra added request was to extend the days.
Right. We didn't have enough days. So Declan and Kai, they actually came up with the idea that we should do a longer tour. That just one day was not enough. Not enough. So we heard and we're doing it.
Yeah. So
Now,
message us. I would like to start tallying names
Yes.
and just kind of seeing
Yes.
where we'll land on that.
Yeah, and even throw some of the ideas. Those people who came on the tour, if you've got any extra ideas, we do want to extend it to 3 days, as I said. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Now, this Saturday, there is an Oligarch meetup.
Party! I'm going back to the store.
But now you're coming in as a customer.
Just for 2 hours.
So we'll be there at 11 when the store opens. We will at 1 o'clock. We're coming in together. So we'll see you guys. So those who can make it, please come along. Actually, I'll bring my sample set.
Don't worry about that. I'll bring some stuff. Are you asking people to bring a fragrance or not? Or
Well, look, if you've got a fragrance that you'd like to share with us, please bring it. I mean, you tell me what you'd like. I've had already some requests for the L'Absolu, no problems at all. So tell me if you want me to bring some stuff, I can bring that across. The new Risvelium, if you haven't smelt it, I'll bring this across too. Have you smelt this yet?
no, but the bottle cap really just freaked me out.
Yeah, it's cool. Huh?
That's scary.
wild.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit wild. Let's smell that. So what do you think?
It's very much your style.
It's Orto Parisi.
Yeah.
It's I'll talk about this in a minute. Yeah. That's it. But anyway, Oligarch meetup.
See you at 11.
I've got one last
Yeah.
announcement. You want to stay? You're going to go.
I got work to do. I need to pay the bills for this rent for that office right there, for that table space.
$1 million.
Ciao. See you guys Saturday. Bye, bros.
See you, man. Oh, well, I'll see you second. And he rolls out of here. All right, let me just, before I give you the last thing about the winning the LAMAR NOIR, Risvelium, personally, sorry, I just realized I've got all that. There we go, block that. Super easy. Personally, as from an Orto Parisi scale, and interestingly, because I know that, here's an interesting thing. My father was always, and I find that a lot of men are like this, very like, when he was a young man, just like he could bust through walls. As he got older, and even he admits to this, that he becomes a lot more sensitive. If he sees a little bunny rabbit that just got hit by a car, he's like, I can't believe. Where as a younger man, he'd, get it out of my garden, bunny rabbit. So I almost feel that Alessandro has, where his earlier fragrance, like take Berger Musk, my goodness gracious, that was like, yes, it's a citrus fragrance, but there was a musk element in there. You could really feel it. Whereas here, in his older age, I'm still getting that, it's now moving to this very pleasant leather. So I'm getting a very, but not animalic. So think of Couillon, where that's like leather on overdrive, almost gasoline-like. This is exceptionally wearable. This is something that is easy to appreciate. I'm going to test more now that I have it. I'll see in different weather. I mean, I can see it working beautiful on a day like today. I even feel like Northern Hemisphere for spring and coming into summer, you could wear this. I think you could wear this in summer heat. I know that Couillon I can't wear. It's too heavy, leathery. It's perfect as a cold winter day. Couillon is incredible. Whereas this guy here, I reckon I could wear this comfortably, like I said, now and into winter and definitely into summer. That green note, and it could be maybe the grapefruit, because the citrus, that sort of sharp citrus at the start has come down, but I'm still detecting that grapefruit note, but now there's a balance between the grapefruit, the herbals, and then there's this leather coming through. I rate it. Everybody, I don't know. Again, now I'm going to jump on and see what other people think of it. Maybe everyone's canning it. I like it. So my thoughts on this, it's a really good inclusion to the Orto Parisi lineup. It is different, and maybe Alessandro is not so heavy on the musk animalic side. But again, let me wear it a little bit longer and see where we land. Last thing is LAMAR NOIR. It's out of reach, I'm sorry, but here it is, LAMAR NOIR. This is the 10th anniversary collector's edition, 30 mils, so it's quite a large bottle that's in there. You have a chance to win it. All you got to do is put in the comment, happy birthday, a star and you'll go into the running. It has been a very popular promo, so I've got a number of people in the wheel, but someone's gonna win this. So that'll be next week. I'll spin the wheel next week. If you are a member of the channel, only costs you $4 a month. You'll get double entry, so you'll have more presence on the wheel. Plus, by being a member, you have access to the Discord. There's a great conversation in Discord, a lot of questions being asked, a lot of the community and camaraderie in there is phenomenal. So if you become a member, you actually get access to that, and also you'll get double a larger space on that wheel. Boom, 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 and I'm done. This is me finished. Thank you, everyone. Look forward to seeing those who can make it to the meetup on Saturday, and I'll see you guys all on the next Maté Talk. Bye, everyone. Are you in love with niche perfumery?
What if you could meet the visionaries behind these niche fragrances?
What if you could slow this right down and enjoy a full day experience with them, including lunch and being able to go behind the scenes?
Fragrance Tours is the world's first tour company where we specialize putting on unique perfume experiences.
This is about slowing things down and enjoying time with the perfume creators, with the perfumers, and those favorite brands that you love. Past 2 years, we've been enjoying France. This year, it's all about Italy.
This is going to be a 9-day luxury tour where we're going to take you to Milan, Florence, and Rome.
It's about experiencing the tastemakers in each of those cities and enjoying time with those creators.
All of the brands coming on board, they're wanting to put on a show for you guys.
We are going to Matteo Fascioni's new temple. This is in Sarzana. He's moved from Salso Maggiore, coming to Sarzana, and it's a whole new expression. We will be the first in the world to experience this. We have purposely created these as bespoke, small group tours.
Now, only the last 4 seats being available.
A common question is, where am I going to stay? I'm happy to advise that we have hand-selected each of the hotels in the 3 cities.
These are amazing luxury properties. Take a look at the first property we'll be staying at in Milan. Magna Pars, this is the first perfume hotel in the world.
Everywhere that you go within Magna Pars is actually perfumed in a different way. Every room has its own signature scent, and you'll have a chance to do an olfactory check-in.
Now what does this mean? We're gonna send you the set of L'Absolu fragrances. Every fragrance actually belongs to a room in the hotel.
You have the chance now in the luxury of your own home to select the fragrance note that resonates best with you, and we'll lock in that room just for you.
Now dining, where will we be eating at throughout the tour? We have picked Michelin recommended restaurants for us to relax, experience the authentic local flavor of Italy.
I'm happy to say that I've tested these restaurants. When I was recently in Italy, we actually went to these places to make sure that they're going to be good enough for you.
Now you don't need to be an expert to join us on these tours.
Not at all. It's about loving perfume, and it's about discovering more behind the scenes than just the bottle itself. It's about the creator, it's about these experiences, it's about learning more alongside these beautiful perfumers.
The last few years we've had guests that have just started their niche fragrance journey join us, and even some couples that actually brought their partner along who didn't really know anything about perfumes at all, but loved their experience on the tour.
It's about the pleasure of being in this unique location alongside someone who is the master in their
visionary
field.
and artist
Right.
in their craft.
And it's about the joy and the pleasure of travel.
Now this isn't just a tour. It's a journey through scent, through the history of Italy, with people who share your passion for fragrances.
4 spots left. We'd like to invite you to join us on this upcoming tour. If you want to know more, please email us or jump on our website for further details.